Good morning everyone, welcome to LostPhoenixUK to Horizon 5. Before I start, this isn't supposed to be a proper guide on how to do this particular drift zone, although if you are struggling it will double up as it's more of an interesting technique if you are struggling with some of the Hot Wheels drift zone type things. So let's get into it, shall we? And I'll show you this completely noob, completely ridiculous way to do drift zones. This is not a guide, and if you're looking for a guide, this ain't it. Just seriously click off, this ain't it. But what you want to do is just do these really tight little drifts bouncing off the barriers. You can do this pretty much in any car, and this Mazda is not a good drift car. It isn't. It's only because I did this as an experiment for the summer drift zone, just to see what the difference between me drifting normally and me drifting like this would be. So very tight drifts. Bouncing off the barriers, making use of the guardrails. The only thing is you don't want to fail it by spinning the car too much when you pull away from the wall, because sometimes you can get stuck, so be careful on that. But this is one of those ones where this is not like that was a bit dodgy, but this is not a great drift car. TVR Griffiths, in my opinion, is far superior. But it was an interesting thing. I got about 145 doing normal drifting, because I'm not a very skilled drifter. But doing it this way, I got, well, it is a new personal best, so definitely it does work to rack up your drift score. It's just not very skillful way of doing it. But if you are struggling with any of the drift zones on Hot Wheels, the barriers have now gone, so I'm just going back to doing normal drifting in the car. But certainly pushing 170, I think 171 was my personal best before, so I've just got 178, so that is a new personal best. Totally noob way of doing it, a totally ridiculous way of doing it, and definitely not a guide, but an interesting technique nonetheless. So that's that, and until next time, thank you for watching and take it easy.